Hello everyone and welcome to the Smog on Tour 29 finals between ABR and Pohjis. This is a long-awaited series between two very strong players, and the winner of it will emerge victorious with an individual trophy. In ABR's case, it would be his third individual trophy, whereas Pohjis, it would be his first. Both have flirted with many other instances of success in the past, but ABR has really sealed the deal before, whereas Pohjis is looking to finally do so himself. And it would be in very impressive fashion, as Pohjis, despite coming into the 8th seed, was able to defeat players like Empo and Redemption, and also Bloody Alpha to make it this far, whereas ABR, as the 2 seed, has had a bit less daunting of a path, defeating Ass Ketchum Gamer, Evito, who's a very interesting opponent, and Corazon in a series you could actually find on my channel. So both of these guys are battle tested, and both of these guys have beaten some of the best of the best, but the question is, who will emerge victorious here? And we get game 1 that is SS Overused. Looks like ABR is rocking a team with Komoo, Toxpex, Zero Aura, Corviknight, Clefairy, and a Necrozma, interestingly enough. As for Pohjis, no real fringe mons like Necrozma, but he does have a pretty interesting team as well, as he also has Clefable, and Zero Aura, and Komoo, but a different defogger this time around. We got Mandibuzz, and a different water in Primarina, which could potentially function as a win condition or as a choice specs breaker. Either or could potentially do well here depending on sets. Of course, a lot hinges on the talk specs. And last but not least, just also Jirachi to round the team out for Pohjis. Looking at this matchup, I think that a lot hinges on a couple of sets on ABR's side. For example, there are 3 potential Stealth Rock setters in ABR's team: Komoo, Clefable, and Necrozma. I think that Komoo is the most likely one of them, so it's going to be interesting to see what the other 2 sets are. For example, if it's a Wish Clef or is it a Utility Clef, can it do anything to the Jirachi? Same with the Necrozma set. So we're going to have to stay tuned and see what ABR has in store here, and that's going to dictate a lot. However, the lead is going to be favorable for Pohjis, barring this being a potential ban for Monker Talk specs, as Pohjis lets to Zero Aura into the Talk specs. So that's good. I wonder if ABR is going to go immediately out to something on the defensive end, like Komoo or even Necrozma, depending on how bulky it is. Either way, Pohjis is going to go for a very safe play and just get a knockoff for 10% there. That leaves Komoo at 90% without leftovers. Most Komoo run Impish with a ton of bulk and then also some speed, at least outrun Aegislash, but not also to outrun Bisharp and potentially even things a bit quicker than it. But yeah, the bulk is very formidable. As you see, that knockoff only did 10% into it, and now the Komoo is going to switch out, meaning that it's not, the Zero Aura is going to switch out for Komoo, meaning that it's likely not going to be of the player variety. And then ABR is going to go for a faster Toxic there into the Komoo, not scared of moves like Klangurus, or even more importantly Draco Meteor, which is pretty common on Stealth Rock Komoo, but maybe a bit less common in the post-Dracovish metagame, as it was really cool to hit Dracovish and Dragapult. And Dracovish is not allowed. Both of them agreed not to allow it, even though it was banned this week. After that Toxic, we're going to see Toxpex coming here for ABR as Clefable comes in for Pohjis. An interesting pivot there. I'm thinking, given ABR's team, it's probably going to be a Wish Clef. Could be like Wish Utility, or could be Wish Teleport, which is a bit more common. But especially defensive is kind of the go-to regardless of that. On Pohjis' team, I'm a bit less certain. He doesn't necessarily need Wish, but it would complement Primarina pretty well if it's Calm Mind. But if you suspect Primarina on Pohjis' team, then it could be Calm Mind. Okay, well, he goes for Calm Mind on, he gets his Life Orb knocked off, so that could indicate that it's an electric move. Oh, he goes Flamethrower, interestingly enough, on a Haze. Yeah, it looks like this is stonewalled by the Pex. That's pretty good for ABR, I'd say. Also, revealing that he's knockoff plus Haze, it looks like a pretty good set for this matchup, barring the Primarina potentially also being sub-Calm Mind. It could be a dual Calm Mind core for Pohjis, that could also work out well. But I'm thinking it's more likely not going to be a Psychic variant, seeing as he has Calm Mind Flame Clef, which is presumably walled by Toxpex. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see again. ABR just got a burn there, which doesn't matter much as this Magic Guard is no Hex user in ABR's team, and now he's just trying to knock it off a little bit. Pohjis is saying, okay, I lose nothing in trying to get a burn on this with Flamethrower, so why not? And now ABR elects to bring in his Necrozma, interestingly enough, so we're finally going to see what this does. It's leftover, so maybe it's a Calm Mind Psyshock variant. It could have some special attack, or maybe some speed to make sure it's quicker than even a faster Calm Mind Clefable, for example. So we have to wait and see, but I'd assume that it has Psyshock or Stored Power if it's coming into this, and that it's Calm Mind, just because otherwise I don't see why I would be beating this, unless it's like a Swords Dance variant, but that seems really far-fetched in the overused metagame, so you're going to have to be careful of that. But regardless of that, we're going to see the Jirachi come in here, and I don't know if the Jirachi can really deal with this. It doesn't reveal leftovers as well, so it could be of the Scarf variety. Corviknight is going to come in for ABR regardless of that, and it's going to come in on a U-turn, 3% there. Maybe it's an offensive, maybe not. Can't really tell given that damage. But regardless, the Zero Aura is going to come in for Pohjis, and it's going to reveal itself to be leftovers. I'm fairly certain that it's not going to be play rough as you pair it with 2 fairy types. He goes for Plasma Fist into the Corviknight nonetheless, and ABR didn't feel the need to go Como there. He took 57% only, meaning that it's a very bold Corviknight. In fact, probably near max defense with relaxed. If I had to guess, it's got at least 200 EVs in defense, maybe even full 252. Given rolls, it would make sense. But anyway, we're going to see Zero Aura from ABR come in here now, and they're probably going to exchange cripplings. Okay, so Pohjis is going to go for Toxic, which is increasingly common on Zero Aura. ABR is going to get a knockoff on the other hand. Probably is going to scare Pohjis out here, as he's likely in range for like a close combat here, and he might lose the speed tie. But that cripple, it could be good, assuming it's not something uncommon, like say for example, aromatherapy on Clefable. And we're probably going to find out here as the Como is brought in here, and I think the immediate answer to it would be the Clefable. He goes Toxpex, however, trying to not potentially take an Iron Head, and Clefable is going to come in on the flip side, which makes some sense. Yeah, so it looks like ABR hasn't really taken much damage here, just a couple statuses, one in particular on Como. They could potentially chip it down, but also on the Zero Aura. Okay, so Clefable comes in now for ABR, and I guess if he's going to it, it probably is aromatherapy. So yeah, it looks like ABR is really taking no damage whatsoever, net damage at least, whereas I don't see Pohjis losing it. Yeah, okay, so it's Wish aromatherapy with especially defensive. That's a cool set there by ABR. He's going to stay in here. Oh, it did keep burns, doesn't really matter, and go for a Moonblast, and it's going to get the drop. So yeah, it looks like ABR really hasn't taken any damage whatsoever that's going to last. Now Necrozma comes in here for the ABR side. ABR is probably going to just Calm Mind up against this, right? Yeah, and it is in fact Calm Mind, and Pohjis goes for Moonblast just 30% at +1 into the +1 Necrozma. So that's kind of underwhelming damage there. Jirachi now comes in for Pohjis on a Heat Wave. He's going to do 82%. Wow, a fantastic play by ABR. That likely means it does have some special attack investment. He's now going to go to the very weakened Corviknight on a Trick, and that doesn't do much good for Pohjis, as now there's no real way out against this. This is quite weak. He's going to go Toxpex on an Iron Head, and I guess that might be Pohjis' way to recover some leftovers, but I can't help but feel that ABR has a potentially insurmountable advantage barring some Pre-Marina heroics in this game here. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, of course, how that Pre-Marina set plays out relative to ABR's potential counterplay for it, but this is a knockoff plus his brand of Toxpex. The only thing that could be much better would be it being Gunk Shot or more likely Poison Jab, which simply aren't common. He's going to go for a Scald into the Mandibuzz, and when you go Mandibuzz, you know you're kind of on the back foot there, as he goes to it to get a knockoff, but now he's going to also lose his own boots, which means he's going to take Stealth Rock damage each time, and he's leaving himself open, potentially taking a burn from the incoming Scalds. So yeah, instead we're going to see Clefable come in there, knowing that it's a bit dangerous to proceed that way, as Mandibuzz can't win the 1v1, and it getting burnt would only help the Necrozma more and more. Of course, I don't think it's likely to be a Toxic variant of Mandibuzz, and without that, I don't know if there's ability to really 1v1 this Necrozma. It does only have 8 Moonlight Compete, presumably, unless it's a Rest variant, which I don't think is too likely with aromatherapy healing up Toxics, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. He's going to go for that first Calm Mind, and it'll be interesting to see. Maybe it's Taunt or Toxic. It's just going to go for Knockoff. ABR is going to probably Moonlight then. Morning Sun, sorry, same difference though, yeah. And now, just, I see no way for Pohjis to stop this really, so it looks like this is a good game. Yeah, that only does 31%, and Heat Wave at +2 is going to do 40. So now that ABR's kind of felt this out, I see no reason why not to. Oh, he goes for another one. That actually just takes out Jirachi. That's a great play there. Now Zero Aura, I don't think he's going to be able to take this out. He just goes for Toxic, and that's going to die to Side Shock. So now it's a 6-4 game. Pohjis is bleeding at Pokemon left and right, and I don't see a way out here. He's probably just going to go Clefable here to oh, you know, he Morning Suns first, that's fair. On the Calm Mind. Okay, he's probably just going to go Toxic first then. Yeah, I see no reason for ABR to feel need to rush this. He could go for Side Shock here and he's probably going to do like 75-80%, but why risk? Yeah, I mean, he goes Toxpex, and he already knows that he walls this set. You just got to be careful of the Pre-Marina potentially being like Calm Mind plus Psychic, I guess, and even then, I don't necessarily know if that's a sufficient way out. He's going to go for Recover here. This Pex is probably especially defensive given how little these attacks are doing at +1. In fact, I'd gather to say it's probably plus special defense, especially in a post-Drakefish metagame. And he goes to the Clefable here, presumably to get an aromatherapy off, and then he's going to force the haze once more. ABR just loses nothing. I feel as if this matchup was pretty much as ideal as it could get for the ABR side. I don't know a way in which he could lose this game barring potential timeout or an oddly specific Primarina set, say like Calm Mind, Rest, Psychics, Scald, with critical hits on the Necrozma and potentially even misplays. Well, he goes to Komoa in a substitute. That's smart. We already revealed before that it was a faster Komoa, so he's going to be able to make sure he breaks the sub always. And once he saw his leftovers, he just went right for that. So yeah, that's going to allow the Zero Aura to come in. And as we saw before, the Komoa took poison and chip damage. So now this looks like a very threatening Zero Aura, and he doesn't really need to do anything besides just Plasma Fist here, as risking the alternative wouldn't make much sense. Although I'd get if he went for knockoff, just because that kind of cuts off the line of life for the Primarina as well. So yeah, knockoff or Plasma Fist, it pretty much clinches his first game for ABR, I would say. For those of you guys wondering, as I do like to include these things, there are 500 people on the server and over 460 people in the battle. So yeah, this is a very hyped battle. It's probably the most anticipated battle of 2020 thus far. And he's going to go for Plasma Fist. He's only going to do 38% in Lucky Fable. Okay. I wouldn't be shocked if he went for another. But no, he just goes to Necrozma, which should be Calm Mind Psyshock, as we indicated before. It is reveal of that. So yeah, I don't see a way out for the Pohjis side. Again, Calm Mind here, and it should just win the game now. Psyshock would probably take this out from 56%. Poison Jab is not going to be sufficient. It does get the poison, but it's going to, of course, be in a losing effort as the Como is going to fall. And now it's a 6-3 game, a 5-3 game rather. Morning Sun there, and I don't see ABR losing this 1v1. He could just see Psychic damage here and then elect to go for the Haze option. He's going to go for Psyshock. Yeah, it does 46% on the Flamethrower, which perhaps is trying to burn the packs. Either way, ABR goes for Morning Sun. I don't love pursuing this quite yet. He only has 4 Morning Suns left. So yeah, he goes Toxpex, which is a smart play. He knocks, and he goes for a cover and Flame. And finally he hazes, and he goes back to Fable here. And now he's just going to go for another Aromatherapy, and it looks as if ABR just kind of wins this game without really feeling threatened. You could potentially PP stall this if he so pleases with the Clefable and Toxpex combination, specifically due to his Toxpex, cutting off the Calm Mind sweeping potential. Primarina comes in here, interestingly enough, on the Toxpex. Okay, so that is a good turn there for Pohjis, but is it going to go unpunished? He goes Zero Aura. Hard Zero Aura is pretty risky. It does risk burn, so maybe there is a way out for Pohjis here with a substantial amount of luck. And oh yeah, you know, it's gonna need luck pretty much. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see with regards to that. But I definitely feel as if ABR still has the overwhelming advantage. But of course, a Scald Burn here or a crit from Moonblast or Scald could potentially do in this Zero Aura. So yeah, Plasma Fist there is gonna break this up. So I'm leaving this at 56%, and Scald is not going to in fact burn. That's gonna invite the Plasma Fist to threaten the Fable with another 40% probably here. 45. This is probably a very, very bulky Fable in a physical end. So that's a pretty strong Plasma Fist there. But yeah, no surprise there. Zero Aura is stab, and it is of course a very strong move. Anyway, Calm Mind here, and yeah, this is a sequence that of course favors the Necrozma. +2 is going to kill this undoubtedly. So now, Pohjis is placed official crit glitch here probably. Psyshock is going to do 63% on the Moonblast. It's not going to crit, it's only going to do 30%. It's not even going to get a drop. Mandibuzz now comes in, takes rocks, but it's going to be a futile effort. It might be quicker than this, as you see here, and a critical hit would have actually taken it out. He goes for Morning Sun though, yeah, and I just Morning Sun 1 or 2 more times for APR. Yup. And now Heat Wave should do around half, yeah. And he gets the burn to add insult to injury, and that's going to pretty much end the game on the spot. As both say good game in the chat, so yeah, I'm going to assume it's over. He just eventually got that sweep with the Necrozma, which is a really good bring, underrated Pokemon, and a cool set by ABR. So a +4/+4 Necrozma is going to be able to sweep out Pohjis in the first game of Smogon Tour 29 Finals. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to pause until Game 2 starts now. Okay, we're back for Game 2 of the Smogon Tour 29 Finals, again between Pohjis and ABR. This time around, we are in Horas Overused. Pohjis using an interesting team comprised of Excadrill, Mega Heracross, Clefable, Slowbro, Weavile, and Tornadus T. ABR, on the other hand, using Mega Altaria, but this time around not on stall, on it looks like more of a balanced configuration in conjunction with Magnezone, Gastrodon, Gliscor, Clefable, and Skarmory. His trusty Skarmory, of course. Wouldn't expect that. Would not expect that. Or that's not a sentence. Let's rephrase that. Wouldn't be shocked to see him bring that, and I think he's more likely to bring it than anyone else to the setting. But yeah, Pohjis can prepare for the bulky stuff for sure with a combination of likely Mega Heracross, Stealth Rock with a Mold Breaker Pokemon like Excadrill and Weavile, Tornadus T, and Slowbro and Clefable also provide longevity. So yeah, this is pretty much as good as you could get against like bulkier teams, but ABR definitely has win conditions here. Potentially be Combine Clefable, although I'm fairly certain it's going to be Stealth Rock Clefable with a Swords Dance Gliscor. And in addition to that, I'm thinking it's going to be Dragon Dance plus Refresh on Altaria with a Scarf Magnezone. That just makes the most sense team-wise. He's going to get a knockoff turn 1 Pohjis as he leads Tornadus T against the Clefable. However, it's going to run into a Thunder Wave. And Stealth Rock. So it's a Thunder Wave plus Stealth Rock variant of Clefable. The attacking move is almost definitely going to be Moonblast or Ice Beam as Flamethrower, which is pretty common on Stealth Rock Clefable this generation. Doesn't make a ton of sense with Magnezone, especially not with Skarmory, which can potentially counter or whirlwind physical attackers like Excadrill, Mega Metagross, and Mega Scizor. So yeah, right off the bat, Extra of course can be leftovers, which makes all the sense in the world. We don't need Scarf on this build. I mean, yeah, leftovers Extra is just kind of bread and butter right now. It's super good against Stealth Rock because it negates that damage really quickly, and it shrugs off things like Moonblast. ABR is probably just going to go to his Skarmory or Gliscor here. While nothing directly threatens the Skarmory, Mega Heracross at +2 could be annoying if it's not Drill Peck or Brave Bird. And Pohjis is going to reveal that this is a Stealth Rock Excadrill, which means that it's probably going to be Calm Mind Clefable. ABR's arts against Calm Mind Clefable are probably going to be Swords Dance Gliscor if not Ice Beam, and a Clear Smog Gastrodon if it is. Either way, we're going to see Slowbro come in here taking a mere 18% from Earthquake. The item is probably going to be Rocky Helmet. I don't think it's Mega, seeing as you got Heracross on board. Rocky Helmet's just really good for something like Metagross, so yeah. Slowbro's going to get a Slack off here. And Gastrodon East is going to come on now on a Thunder Wave. And presuming it's not the set I used against Corazon with Toxic as well, he's going to just be able to sit there. ABR goes for a Scald into that Tornadus T. It's going to take Rocks plus Scald, which lives at 58%. And it's going to U-turn predicting the Gliscor. Not wanting to just get off, say, a weak Knock Hurricane into this. And this is almost definitely an Ice Beam Slowbro for Gliscor in my eyes. I think it's probably Thunder Wave, Scald, Ice Beam with Rocky Helmet. That would make the most sense to me. However, we're not going to find out quite yet as he goes for Thunder Wave into Gastrodon. Gastrodon's just going to Scald, again, racking up more and more damage in this Tornadus T. Gliscor comes in again, and we're just going to see a U-turn here for 6%. As Slowbro comes in once more. I see no reason for ABR to break this sequence. I think Pohjis is the one who's going to deviate from his line of play. It's just a matter of how he'll do so. If he could get Heracross in on his Gastrodon, that would be very nice, but instead he just goes for a very conservative Slack off with the Slowbro. I'm not sure if I agree with that play necessarily, but he's going to bring in Clefable here, which could be able to sit on this Gastrodon, but I don't know if it's going to be able to break it. It's Life Orb. Okay, so Command Life Orb. That makes a lot of sense. I think ABR is probably going to be Clear Smog plus either Counter, Ice Beam, or Earthquake. And he's in fact Clear Smog, as you can see there. You might want to conserve the PP. He goes Magnezone here, interestingly enough, on the Combine. This might be Flamethrower, but I don't think this is a really needed Magnezone, so I wouldn't be shocked if he just tries to threaten us out with the Specs Flash Cannon, although it's almost definitely Scarf, so you could live that, and Scarf doesn't tend to run Flash Cannon, so it would be Thunder Wave, so I wonder if he's going to go for a Thunder Wave here, and Pohjis is probably going to go to Excadrill, predicting that. I see no reason why for ABR to do anything else, so if he gets a Paralysis and Clefable, that opens things up a ton for Gastrodon to just continue to Clear Smog, Gliscor to potentially set up and beat it, and finally the Mega Altaria. Of course, this could be an Ice Beam Clefable and a non-Ice Beam variant of Slowbro as well. I just think Flame makes a lot of sense here, as barring Heracross, there's not much punch. We're going to get the Thunder Wave off here, and it is Flamethrower, so that's going to take it out. So it's going to be a 6-5 lead for Pohjis, but this being paralyzed means that there's no way for it to break things like Gastrodon or even Gliscor. Clear Smog there, yep, that's going to be great. There's a whole 14%, and that's being paralyzed. It neutralizes it a ton. Depending on the spread, it could also mean that Altaria is going to have a much better time breaking, as at full health, or even after rocks, it should be able to live a single Moonblast. Although that's 15, so this might actually be special attack investment, so I might have spoken too soon, but that also means that a +1 return, or well, potentially Frustration, is going to do a lot more. And there's nothing else on Pohjis' team that really checks it besides Weavile, which should outrun a +1 Weavile as they run a lot of bulk, but you can't switch in, of course, so very safe there. Pohjis would have to be, as Drill is not going to want to be staying in and going for physical attacks that could hit Skarmory's Rocky Helmet a ton. So yeah, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Rocky Helmet Spikes variant of the Skarmory. Gliscor is now going to come in, as it now correctly does check the Clefable with ease, noting as the full set. If it's Sword Stance plus Facade, it could potentially have a nice matchup here, but you got to be careful again of Ice Beam Slowbro, which I think it almost definitely is in the last move. We're going to see Earthquake here on the Ice Beam. In fact, yeah, it does 85%. That's a significant amount of damage. That could perhaps reveal that ABR is a faster Gliscor or one with physical defense investment, as it's not doing adamant damage, but it's still taking a lot of damage. Scald is from 51, only doing 51 is a bit more normal, but I think that's a mineral. It's probably going to do like 60-ish on average. So yeah, the Gliscor is going to want to get out of here. But now he at least felt out the set, and he wasted a couple slack offs, which is cool. As you see, he's at 13 slack offs now. ABR brings in Gastrodon, which is going to be very important in this game. However, he's got to be careful of recovery PP. That was his first one, thankfully, but he really doesn't want to take a knockoff from Tornadus. As Tornadus goes for U-turn, it looks like Pohjis has the upper hand here, but I don't necessarily see a direct way of breaking, whereas ABR has some win conditions which could force things. In particular, if Slowbro were to stand on Gastrodon and take a burn, that'd be really crucial. ABR has to be very careful of a Toxic Excadrill here. I think he wants to go to Skarmory. He does in fact go Skarmory, which also can potentially sort of semi-block the spin, if you will, as it forces him to take helmet damage, and ABR could get spikes up, and forcing spikes would be really crucial in this matchup, I would say. As yeah, he gets one layer up there, and that's going to do more damage to Excadrill, and getting Excadrill killed would be a great step in the long haul. Also, getting a paralysis on one of these U-turns would be important too. Unfortunately, Tornadus is going to be healed up to full for Pohjis, but at the cost of a layer of spikes going up, which is going to pressure the other Pokemon like Slowbro and Excadrill just as much as Rocks, if not more. You wonder if Pohjis is going to eventually go to Heracross to break these sequences and just try and take advantage of the positive positioning that he's generated thus far. But no, he's actually instead going to go Weavile, which is a problem for ABR to switch into. He's got no Ice Resist with the Magnezone gone. I think this actually gives Pohjis a phenomenal position, especially seeing as the Skarmory's already taken Rocks once. Yeah, I think this is going to be able to get a kill here. I think Pohjis is a really advantageous position in this game. I think we're probably going to be seeing a Game 3 in SMOU, which is probably the tier we know the least about from Pohjis, but one of the tiers we know the most about from ABR. Pohjis actually played a World Cup in ORSOU, and he's done well in his games thus far in the tier, so I'm not surprised to see him really thrive in this metagame. But of course, this game's not over though. ABR still has a chance to pull it back with Mega Altaria, potentially. I don't think Gliscor is going to be doing it though without a lot of luck, so yeah. Gastrodon's going to come in here, but it was kind of a crucial lifeline for ABR. It's going to take 47%, but we're one untimely critical hit or flinch away from, yeah, disaster striking, as it's going to flinch to Gastrodon there. He's going to miss on the following turn, though, on a recover. So that's really unfortunate for Pohjis. The chat is going wild in reaction to this. Could this be counter Gastrodon? We're not going to find out, unless he went for counter here. He did go, oh my god, he went for counter. That's crazy. That flinch sucks then. He goes for a spin here, and ABR, not scared of Toxic, goes for Skull. Is he going to burn? No burn. See, a very unlucky sequence there for ABR. Now Tornadus is going to come in, and ABR is not going to fear the Toxic anymore. He's just going to heal up. Bring in the Clefable. Try and get Rocks up. Oh, but a U-turn there. Okay, so looks like Pohjis avoided controversy for now, but he definitely kind of put himself in the woodhouse there for a second. But I think it was, oh my god, a great Stealth Rock there by ABR, predicting not to go for a Iron Head, and yeah, that's going to heal up the Clefable as well as Softball on the U-turn as well. So ABR making some plays, but I wonder if he's okay paralyzing this Slowbro, and indeed he is. On the Ice Beam and the Clefable going for the freeze, that makes all the sense in the world. And now the Gastrodon comes in here now on the Thunder Wave, and yeah, I think ABR is going to try and go for the win with Gliscor here. I don't know about this. I think that was really unnecessary, and he comes in on the full paralysis. Could have been an Ice Beam there, but we'll wait and see. He goes parrot again, so at least that helps him there. He didn't have to waste PP, I guess. But slack off on the counter. What? Why would you counter? You just Scald here. Yeah, but regardless of that, this is kind of an awkward spot for the ABR side. I think at some point you just bring in, actually bringing in Cleft means that you're risking freezes repeatedly, and that also lets in things like the drill, so I don't know about that. Actually, I think this might be fine. The issue, of course, is that ABR is running out of PP with this being paralyzed. You would have much preferred it to be burnt, so yeah. Para is better than nothing, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we're just going to see continuous kind of wasting away PP-wise. They're clicking very quickly, so we're going to just skip a few turns here. Same sequence over and over and over and over, as you can see. Doesn't look like much of a way out of this from ABR. He's just using a tornado. Oh, speaking of the devil, we actually see Pohjis going to go for the pivot himself there. Okay. Yeah. And now Gliscor comes in a new turn. Okay. Let's get invite the Weavile in now. So we're going to see this round 2 in all likelihood, if he's okay taking rocks. He actually goes slow because he's not okay taking rocks. Okay. Interestingly conservative play there. Gastron's not going to come in on another Ice Beam. No, on a Slack Off. Okay, I don't like that Slack Off. I think that was unnecessary. Leave him a 10 counter, but he is trying to preserve his PP as well. Yeah, that's why he's going for Thunder Wave as ABR goes counter. It's kind of anticlimactic sequence, but it makes all the sense in the world from both parties. A bit of a stalemate here. ABR is going to run on a counter PP first. They both have 32 PP, but 13 versus 19. And couple that with the fact that ABR might need counter for Weavile or, say, Heracross, like Swords Dance. It makes it a little bit more frustrating for ABR, especially because Paralysis is just limiting the PP wasting on Pohjis' end. So some of these turns are completely wasted and blank for ABR. ABR is kind of reacting to that now. He's going to start taking his time. His timer is already taken down to 270 this turn. Definitely smart to think this through, but he's going to like to stay in once more and go for the counter again. All right. Okay, so eventually we're going to see another switch from Pohjis here on another counter. Hopefully a full prowl here for ABR. And no, this keeps getting U-turns off unscathed. And now Slowbro is going to come in and potentially paralyze the Clefable. I wonder if ABR is going to say, okay, fine, I accept this fate. Which could be annoying for the Heracross counterplay and the Torn counterplay in the long haul. No, he's just going to go Gastrodon here, absorb that, Thunder Wave, and now double back to Clefable on another. Oh, his Skull, does it get a burn? Oh my god, great plays from ABR there. That burn is very helpful. Obviously a bit lucky there for ABR to get burnt, ironically enough. But such is the game, and maybe stays in a Moonblast here. No, he's going to go Skarmory. That's the right play. I'd Spike here, honestly. You don't mind the burn a ton, but I think he wants to potentially preserve this, and also Gastrodon, if you were coming on Scald, that'd be great. Double the Fable here, and yeah, this opens up the game for ABR a ton. I still think Pohjis is the lead, though. As given that Scald damage, I don't know if it's a physically defensive. I think it might be and oh my god, Para there. This is going to be annoying for Pohjis. I think that we're going to see the drill come in here, but gotta be careful. Could we see it come in on a double to Gliscor? That would be a great play by ABR. And no, he's just gonna go Moonblast saying, okay, I'm content taking the chip. I could also go Skarmory here and set Spikes up. And all of a sudden the tides of turn. I think ABR has actually got a very respectable position here. The drill's down to 24%, 30% after leftovers, but I don't think that's ample HP. As Spikes are gonna be laid up here, yep. I wonder if he goes for all 3 layers. I personally would consider that. He goes for 2, yep, on the Slack Off. And you don't just set up 2, you gotta go for the 3rd, right? Yeah, he goes for the 3rd on a Scald. Is it gonna burn? It's gonna do 36% and burn. Great there for Pohjis, that's really important. I don't think it was super greedy though. I really don't think he needs this a ton. That's kind of forcing the Spikes up for the rest of the game, so yeah. We're gonna see a Roost there on a Para. I mean, it was inevitable, it was just a matter of how much Roost PP would be wasted. He goes for another. Is another Power would be great for ABR, but yeah, Scald combined with Burn is actually doing just barely under 50. ABR is just going to Roost until full power happens, presumably. So that's 1, 2, yeah, and it leaves them again a little over 50%. 3, and then there goes the Para. So I assume he goes Clef here trying to get rocks. That would make all the sense in the world. He goes Clef. We're just going to potentially double drill? No, he's not. I Moonblast here from ABR. But rocking once would be fine too. Rocking first would be fine too, honestly. He goes drill here. Again, yeah, this is why I Moonblast. And he did, in fact, go for the Moonblast. He had these Spikes are up to stay. And now nothing can really kill this from 58% besides potentially the Weavile if this is especially defensive variant of Clefable. I think that might be a worthwhile risk for Pohjis no matter what, as it's going to come in and take 25% or more anytime. You might as well try and prevent the rocks. As for ABR, the play here is probably to fodder off the Skarmory, I'd say. But maybe he feels differently. We'll have to wait and see. What? 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 What just happened? Whoa. I think Luigi just got hacked. Hold the phone. ABR just got globally banned by Luigi. Can you hurry up? I have to go walk my dog. It's clear Sogeking hacked his account. I'm looking in the staff chat right now. This is not okay. It was clearly this is a breach of privacy. This can't be happening in finals of Smog Tour. You got to be more careful with your passwords. This is really bad. Please tell me Luigi's alt is devoiced. I don't know what's going on. This is up to the TDs, of course. I'm just a mod, not a TD. Sogeking should really be shamed for this. This is the worst. I have without words here. I'm going to check Discord real quick. I'm going to keep you guys on the line just because this is important. So you guys can't see this in the battle log, but EO just extracted the battle input log. They have the ability to recreate. Obviously, this isn't going to be it. They're going to go back to this position exactly at turn 92. This does have some really stupid ramifications. ABR was revoiced and unlocked for obvious reasons. Sogeking, if you're watching this, I just want to say that I have lost any and all respect that I might have had left for you, which was only just a sliver to begin with. Assuming this was you, and if it wasn't, then, well, still screw you. Hacking into the account of a tournament director and using the command to globally ban a user in the middle of a tournament game completely undermines the integrity of the game, and if this were to happen in other battles, could also just create ridiculous consequences, and it's awful. Obviously this wasn't Luigi. I'll check in. I'm not showing the IP on screen, of course. Well, they're gonna restart. Okay, yeah, here's what's happening here. So they're gonna recreate from that turn. This is gonna be a bit awkward, but they should be fine. Yeah, okay, they're able to recreate the battle. Yeah, unfortunately, this does reset the timer, which hadn't shown in a while anyway. But yeah, they were both near 300 seconds anyway, so it's also going to screw with the replay. Yeah, okay. So here we go again. We're at turn 92. Looks like everything is normal. We're hoping for no glitches. This is very awkward, but this is a recreation of the battle. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for this to start up. They're both waiting to just confirm that everything looks good, and I guess they'll restart up here. So this is super bizarre, but be safe with your passwords. Personally, I'm going to actually be resetting my PS password after this game. And Pohjis just said, yeah, let's end it. And we're waiting on ABR. It looks like Pohjis kind of thinks he's not going to win here. Oh god, Get Backer just said, yeah, bro, after 3 years of immaculate TDing, I decided to ban someone in the finals. I didn't get hacked. Obviously, he's joking. I don't know about immaculate, but he is a very dedicated member of the community, and I have the utmost respect for Mr. TD. I mean, everyone has disagreeable decisions on both ends, of course. me as a mod, him as a TD, guys as players, of course, these battles. But yeah, no, Luigi's a very good dude. I highly doubt he did this. It was obviously a hack. There is no way in hell that he did this. He does not want to undermine the finals. He cares about the integrity of the tournament for sure. Apparently it was someone from Colombia that did it. This is crazy. ABR is just counting his PP now, I guess. He said hold on. I mean, there's no reason for him not to use this time to reposition himself, compose himself. He did just get banned, so I get it. But yeah, this is such an awkwardly unprecedented. Wow. Anyway, that aside, I don't know who it was, and even if I did, I'm afraid I couldn't disclose that identity. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But regardless of that fact, this is absolutely crazy that it happened in the middle of the game. I'm sure ABR freaked the fuck out when it happened, so I just hope he's able to settle down and be able to play this game to the best of his abilities, win or lose. Of course, Pohjis, if he's the better player, that'd be great if he wins too, but yeah, we're back, and very pivotal turn of the game that it was stopped on, so now we're good. ABR says, hold on, okay, I'm good, Pohjis, you good? And then Pohjis says, let's end it. Okay. ABR says, let us, and now we're back in business here. Again, I think that foddering Skarmory would make a lot of sense, but that's, of course, going to be risking flinches. Maybe he lets go of Clefable. It is probably a special defensive Clefable given the damages before. So, yeah. Could have like physical defense investment with a plus special defense nature. A lot of them in Oras run that. Whereas SM tends to be fully physical defensive, and SS tends to be fully special defensive. So you'll have to wait and see. He's going to go Gastrodon here. He does have good odds to live too. 49, but yeah, after leftover is going to be over half, so he's probably going to go for counter here. And it crits. Oh my god, it crits. That's crazy. That's huge. Skarmory's going to come in here, but I don't think that's going to be able to do it. A, it risks flinch, and B, there's no way this is counter as well. Surely we're just going to see him stay in an Ice Crash. He's going to flinch. He's going to come in a Whirlwind. Okay, great. It's going to invite into Heracross, though, and the Heracross is obviously a major threat to the ABR side. It's going to come down to if Altaria can win this game here from here. The Clef is at 100%, but it's paralyzed, so there's definitely outs for ABR here, but now that flinch, it puts the game in favor of Pohjis in my eyes. However, we see that it's at 63%, so it can only switch into hazards 2 more times, and if Rock's hit up, then only 1 more time. I think ABR has to fodder this Skarmory off here. I don't know a way out. But that critical hit, yeah, I mean, the odds weren't exactly favored against Pohjis, but it definitely shifted them in his favor. I don't think it was a roll to a KO. Of course, I'm not going to bother calcing in the middle of this series. It's very tense, of course. But yeah, let's wait and see. So they're both taking their time here. Again, I think ABR's plays just to go for Whirlwind here in case this goes for a greedy Swords Dance or Substitute. As for Pohjis, I just Mega Evolve and click Close Combat. I guess he could be scared of Altaria coming in, but Altaria more often than not runs specially defensive, so Rock Blast could do a ton to it, and it's going to be quicker for sure. And even if Rock Blast doesn't do half damage, then forcing and recover and then going to Clefable would be great. Especially since you know that you've got A, Banded Ice Shard, but B, also you're quicker than a +1 Altaria with a Weavile. So yeah. We're going to need some heroics here for ABR to potentially emerge victorious, or some luck against a Clefable with full paralysis. It probably is special defense Clefable, but is a Life Orb, is it Life Orb still, or did it get knocked? Yeah, it's Life Orb. It didn't get knocked with Clefable, unlike last game, so he's going to go for Swords Dance on the Whirlwind. Okay, a bit greedy there from Pohjis, but now the Tornado's Cheese in. Is it going to be Heat Wave? I think it's Heat Wave on this team, yeah. So that's a lot of damage on the Heracross that... oh, he's going to go Roost here on a U-turn. Okay, not Heat Wave, so that's great for ABR. It does, yeah, it takes helmet damage, but that's going to be regenerated off entirely. Now Heracross comes back in. From 47, it should be a favorable roll to kill this Skarmory, assuming it's adamant, but I don't know if that was worth it. He gets for close combat, yeah, and it does kill. Okay, that's great. But all of a sudden, this is actually weakened, which makes Gliscor a bit more threatening. But every time Gliscor gets a kill, Weavile gets a kill. And Fable, again, we'd have to assume is in range for Ice, so now Ice is just going to win the game, so he has to go to Altaria and just try and win right now in the spot. But again, barring hacks, it looks like a very unlikely scenario. You'd have to assume Life Orb Moonblast does about 2/3 to 70% to the Altaria at minimum. If it's offensive, which other roles could have revealed if he doesn't have like specialty defense investment, then it could potentially even do close to 80%. So that's way too much to roost off barring running paralysis. I think ABR has to go to Altaria, click Dragon Dance, and then pray. That's my honest opinion. ABR's taking his time again. For what it's worth, I think that hacking didn't change the outcome of the game. Well, almost like, I don't think that the momentum loss necessarily shafted how ABR was playing. I think that it's a very valid thing to say. In a lot of other instances, but ABR is kind of a rock in these scenarios. And yeah, he does go for the Dragon Dance. It's quicker. That's surprising. And oh my god, it missed. It missed. It missed. Hold the phone. ABR can win the game now. Wait. That might do it. That might do it. Holy crap. I gotta think here. Wow. Okay. I think you have to go for another Dragon Dance to be quicker than Altaria. Plus 2, it should be quicker than things like Mega Alakazam for sure. So it's definitely quicker than Weavile. Blech, I said Weavile, yeah. Oh, he just goes for the... Wait, what? But now you just go to Weavile and outrun it. Surely you know it's defensive. Unless he's trying to bluff fast. I think going for another Dragon Dance was better. Unless that did so much that... Well, he goes Weavile here. And now Icicle Crash should just win the game. Yeah, and he goes for it. And I think ABR made a mistake by not going for Dragon Dance again. Fable comes in here, but yeah, this should be able to kill it. It's going to live, and... Oh my god, it flinched. That's crazy. And Pohjis lucked out here. If he got that kill, Gliscor... I would have needed some luck to win. Because this is... Actually, no, he just won. Yeah. I think that Gliscor could have been very favorable to win with some timely paralysis on the Slowbro. That's crazy. ABR really did optimize his odds here, but he got quite unfortunate against his Weavile. And yeah, barring miss here, I think you switch out and you go Ice Shard. No, he stays in. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll do it. I didn't know the Ice Shard calcs, but yeah, I'm going to pause here. Wait for Game 3. Okay, guys, we're back with the concluding Game 3 of the series between ABR and Pohjis here. This game will decide who wins the Smogon Tour Finals. Pohjis using a team that we've seen before. This is presumably going to be the Swords Dance Z Chomp plus Swords Dance Drill plus like Mega Tar kind of team. I think McMegan has used this before. People on USC's have used this before. It's kind of just a very threatening team. ABR, on the other hand, bringing Skarmory, which looks just great here, barring Mixed Chomp. Gastrodon plus Skarmory again, yeah, with Rhinoculus. Probably going to be Z Grass or Z Focus Blast, which could be good here. Also as a Clefable. And a Magnezone, which presumably is going to be Scarf here with Z on Rhinoculus. And Latios, which is almost definitely going to be Mega. I'm thinking it's probably Dragon Dance Tar. Again, it could have changed sets, of course. But yeah, I have seen this team before. Similar to teams we've seen before. We'll have to wait and see. Mega Latios looks pretty good here, barring the Tyranitar. Should be able to Earthquake that, but yeah, Ice Beam plus Psychic just destroys the rest of the team for Pohjis. And again, if it's Dragon Dance, not Pursuit, then it's great. And ABR is going to lead with it into Tornadus T, and it should be able to live any hit. So he's probably just going to go for an Ice Beam here. I would say. I predict a U-turn here, probably into Tyranitar, but it's just a matter of if ABR is saying, okay, I'm fine Earthquaking into it, or maybe even Earthquakes here if he's ballsy enough. We'll have to wait and see. So we're going to wait and see how this unfolds. Yeah. It's worth noting that he doesn't really need this to break through, as Rhinoculus beats the core of the Toxapex and Tangrowth, but ABR might not want to lose this Latios as early as he could. So yeah. I think if I'm ABR here, I just go for Earthquake, honestly. I wouldn't be shocked. Hurricane, no. Oh, hopefully Ice Beamed. Oh god, it confused. And it... Oh my god, are you serious? That's so unfortunate. That's offensive damage too, I'd assume. It might be my special defense though. But yeah, that's super unfortunate. Now Tyranitar comes in on the Clefable. Okay, it's probably gonna be Thunder Wave. I think it's Rocks plus Wave here. It has to be Rocks. And Thunder Wave makes the most sense in the back. It wouldn't be Flamethrower. Calm Mind I don't think really helps much. So yeah. Damn. So after a very unfortunate game 2, really unfortunate start to game 3 there. Damn. That was about as lucky as you could possibly get barring a critical hit. Okay. I guess Luigi's dog kind of reset the vibes here. He's just Rockstar after all. He goes for he gets the para. Okay. Yeah, I assume we just see Rocks here from Clefable on an extra switch, but Skarmory walls that. So it's really good for ABR. We're gonna see Drill here indeed on the Rocks. Okay, yeah, and it's just a matter of if it's counter or Whirlwind Drill. Skarmory, I'd say. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna find that out here. Alright, Pohjis taking his time to think this through here, but I think ABR's play is just go Skarmory. And he seems pretty unprovoked too. He seems like he's still in his vibe, you know, that's good. So hopefully we're going to see both these guys playing at their best. We have now over 695 people on Smog Tours, almost 700 people, and 600 people in this battle, which is crazy. We're going to see the Rapid Spin here in the Rocky Helmet, so it's a great chip, and it's leftovers drill, so it's Z-Chomp. Yep, that makes sense. Spike's going to be late here, but that's a very offensive Skarm, so he's going to want to get out of the way. He goes to Clefable here, takes a knock. Okay, but this is Thunder Wave's going to scare it. It's just a matter if he goes for Rocks here, or if he goes for Moonblast here, predicting the drill. I could also see a Thunder Wave if we predict the Pax mid-ground, but we'll have to wait and see. The Tar is still at full, but it's parried. I wonder if it has Crunch. If it doesn't have Crunch, that Reuniclus is very threatening in my eyes. He goes for Rocks here. I wonder if we're going to see double to Drill here. Personally, if I'm ABR, I Moonblast on this turn. Nobody Thunder Waves, and he hit his Peck stays in. That's great. Okay, that's really good. Now I just go hard Reuniclus. Yeah, why not? And it's Toxic, and now I can't get paralyzed, although I don't think anything para potentially besides Stun Spore. But yeah, I just go Calm Mind here. If I'm Z-Focus or Z-Grass, which I'm assuming it's one of. We'll have to wait and see. But I think it's definitely one of those two. If only because, I mean, it just makes the most sense when paired with Mega Latias and like a non-command Clef. It would help break Stall. It would help break Mega Sableye plus Quagsire, for example. You should be able to stall out VPP from Clef, but also if you Thunder Wave it, which it likely as Clefable, then all of a sudden that makes Latias and Spike's more problematic. Okay, he goes Drill here on a Calm Mind. If he's Focus Blast, he's going to be able to get rid of it here, but I don't think Pohjis is respecting that prospect. I don't really think he can, though. I think you could just go for your secondary move here if it's Focus Blast, Grass Knot, or even Energy Ball. I don't think Energy Ball took it. I wouldn't be shocked if you went Skarmory because of that. Wait, he goes Earthquake. That does 38 on a Z. Okay, that's going to be taking out... It's Bloom Doom. Oh, okay. But that means Tar can come in and... Yeah, I don't know about that. Spikes do stay up, though. Spikes can be enough to win the game. Well, if it's Grass Knot, that's great. But if it's Energy Ball, does it 2-KO from 76? And is it Crunch? It's Pursuit, and it's quicker. Wait, did ABR recover? He Energy Balled. Wait, it only did 29. He got a drop, but that's not going to do much if he doesn't get full parity. And it's going to take it out with Pursuit. Okay. That's going to open the door for Mega Latios later on in the game, though. But he's got to get it in safely. Skarmory comes in here now, and it could just freely set up Spikes, unless this is a Defog Torn, which I'm assuming it might be. So, would that all be for very little progress? Yeah, it is Defog. Is it going to be Toxic? He gets a Toxic. Okay, that's really good for ABR, regardless. Forcing that Toxic and getting the... Okay, this is worth it. Now Clef comes pretty much Yeah, Spikes are going to be up to stay. I think this game favors ABR pretty heavily. He's going to have to... Pohjis is going to have to go, like, OT with the Skarm. Spikes just look so good. Also, can he bring back the Latios? That's a big question. And yeah, this is taking poison, and he's gonna be able to force rocks. And I don't think this is I think this is helmet. So yeah, have we seen the item? No, it hasn't revealed itself yet. But he's probably just gonna go Moonblast to force it. Yeah, now he can get rocks up, and I don't even think he minds once he gets rocks up, essentially going to Latios, and he doesn't mind if he takes up poison or something. He gets rocks up indeed on the Tornadus T, but now he can just Moonblast it. Right? I saw no reason why to go otherwise, and the last move on it, it could be a fighting move for Magnezone, but otherwise, if it's a Flash Cannon Magnezone, it's actually pretty threatening as well. So, I don't love this team choice from Pohjis, to be completely honest. I get it, but ABR is too likely to bring Skarmory to bring something like this. I think it was a bit fishy. Hex comes in here now. You just want to get the Regenerate, not the not the defog, I guess, which makes sense. Yeah. All right, so now he's gonna go Latios here in hopes of recovering it, and he gets it in on recover. That's just phenomenal. Yeah, so I see no. Oh, he goes for Psychic instead on a Toxic. Okay. And now he could likely roost this off here. I wouldn't go for a Psychic because you risk Tar coming in on it. And then you leave yourself really low. I'd go for a roost here. The game looks pretty over though. I think ABR is definitely strongly favored now. He goes for the recover, and Pohjis sees through that and stays in, but he gets fully paralyzed. Okay. Yeah. I think if you're ABR here, you could probably justify going for Earthquake, but Psychic's the safe reply. And he goes for Psychic. Okay, so he's going to get 2 big turns of poison here. And you could just go... is he going to try and pull the trigger and go Torn here? To leave this really low? That'd be really fire. But you have to Earthquake here if you're ABR. He goes for Earthquake, and the Tara's gonna let go. Okay. I think Pohjis would like to have the fodder there, honestly, but I get what he did. Honestly, he's probably gonna defog here on the Skarm, which is why going Skarm makes all the sense in the world. Yep, that's a great play there. Okay, and now I think he just set up spikes. Hurricane there, it does 34. That's massive damage, and it confuses, but spikes still do go up. ABR probably wants to get out of the way here. I think I'd just go Magnezone here. Wait, he goes for the Z. I don't like that. Was a bad idea. Don't risk that. No, no, no. It's gonna die. ABR just choked. ABR just... I can't believe he did that. That was a really bad idea. He really should have just fired off the zone. I can't believe it. He didn't even take any... I think that was a blunder there from ABR. I think this game is now far less decisive. I don't agree with this at all. He goes for the Moonblast. Here comes Scald. We got over 700 people on now. 650 in the battle. This is crazy. Moonblast is going to get a drop, but yeah. Jeez. He goes Magnezone here, which can pose a threat. And he gets burnt. Oh, that's good for Pohjis. Damn. I don't think Pohjis risks Chomp here. I think ABR goes for the electric move. Yeah. Pohjis 44, so that's a max lead. But now he could go... Wait, he goes Gastron? Not Latios? Oh, it's at 16. Damn. Wait, but is this Earth Power or Earthquake potentially? He goes for Scald here. I don't like that. On a Scald... Wait, why would you go for Scald again if you're Pohjis? You have Toxic. What? Perhaps predicting... Oh my god, an Earthquake does 49 here on a recover. That's a lot of damage. I'd Scald here again if I'm ABR. And on the Tangrowth, getting that Burnt would be great. And plus 2 Scald is going to do a ton to rock. And he goes Earthquake. Okay. Bit anticlimactic there. He goes Clef now. But again, I don't think ABR is risking a ton. But the Chomp, he's got to keep the Latios alive for the Chomp, I'd say. Yeah. And it's almost definitely going to be a specially defensive Clef. That Giga Drain kind of just did nothing. And on top of that, he gets the Para on the Tangrowth. Okay. Probably going to recover up here on the switch to Toxpex, if I had to guess. Yeah. Pex comes in and... No, he just Moonblasted. Okay, that's fair too. He gets a drop. Softballed here. EPP up. He goes Gastrodon now on a Para. And he could probably just start fishing with Earthquake if he wants. But he could also bring in the Clef on a Toxic if he wants to like stall around PP as well. I don't know though. I don't think that's worth it. You wouldn't mind eventually just repeatedly going Magnezone and letting Magnezone die to this and then healing up the... The issue is that what if he goes to Garchomp on or Tornado Stand last time and then he can't heal up? But like you could go for a move that would kill them potentially. You know, it's complicated. There's definitely a lot to look into on both sides here. He goes Clef though on the Toxic. It's a good play. Yep. Wow, Skarm would have been really nice here. He goes for just Haze, interestingly enough. I think ABR might just go for Earthquake here and say fuck it. Tangrowth comes in here, and that was... Yeah, so he's probably going for it. Oh, he goes for Scald into it. Okay. This is paralyzed, so Earthquake probably been a little better there. But I guess he broke Tang or Torn. Either way, full power there is not going to do much. Pex comes in here now. No switch, so he's just... you went for Rocks? Okay, that's fair. If he got multiple layers of spikes, this would have been over. That's kind of what I was trying to say before, so... Like, going to... Magnezone really wasn't needed. You could have just fought it to Magnezone, you know. We knew it was Z. So yeah. But wait. No, we didn't know it was Z. Hold up, that means it's not Z Chomp. What the hell is a Chomp? What? Wait. It's not Z Chomp. Maybe it's double Z? Could that have been it? I don't know. If it's not Z Chomp, then it's a lot less threatening, actually, I guess. Although +2 Earthquake could still decimate the Clef as a special defensive and the Gastro as a special defensive, so maybe that's it. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Chomp should live a Moonblast after Hazard for what it's worth, but yeah, I don't know. No, we're just seeing trade PP pretty much at this point. Yeah, Pohjis eventually Toxicking just to sprinkle them in to make sure you can punish against the Gastrodon switch in, but doesn't seem like it's sufficient here, I'd say. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, just more of the same here. Basically continuing just to go in the same sequence. Yeah. Just to check it out, we are almost an hour into this series, so definitely intense. Yeah. Okay. And we're just kind of seeing a little stalemate right now. No shocker there, I guess. Yeah. Well, alright, we're just seeing more of the same again. They're just wasting PP into each other. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Now Tangrowth comes in here. Wait, is it going to come in on a Moonblast? That'd be huge. Oh, it comes in on a Thunder Wave. Good play there. Okay. Yeah, that worked out. Now, the Toxpex comes in here, and it doesn't even beta Moonblast. ABR just stays put in Thunder Waves. Makes sense. Yep. Sorry, I had to pause for a second, but yeah, just going through the motions. But finally, Tornadus T comes in here now, and it comes in on a Clear Smog as Gastrodon came in on a Haze. Yeah, unsurprising there. Maybe he's going to go for a Defog. That he does. It's going to get the spikes off, but that's going to be the end of the Tornadus T. Yep, now Tangrowth comes in here, which is going to allow ABR to go for Rocks, but Garchomp doubles in, and now we're kind of where we are now. So we didn't miss much, but now this is going to be kind of the moment of truth. I think ABR's play is just to go for Moonblast. We'll have to wait and see, though. I'm Snapchatting UD, my boy. He's an ADV player, a really long-time friend of me, good tournament player as well. I just told him that. I think ABR probably wins the game. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm trying to think here. What is this Garchomp? It's Z on... It is Swords Dance, and that means it might just be double Z on this team. Moonblast there to 72. Now do you just fodder off the... oh my god, it crits the Clef. And now he goes Latios here. But Latios wins the game now. Yeah, honestly. You just go for... You go for Psychic here. That's fine. He goes Pex here on the Ice Beam. I don't love that Ice Beam. Psychic was better. Why not Psychic? But now he could just heal up. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it is Psychic, so... anyway, he just heals up here, right? Yeah, he recovers, but now switching into his tank's actually a problem. But it might not. It might be Rocky Helmet, so... I really think ABR messed that up. He should have fired off Magnezone. Yeah, I think ABR has been a bit clicky here. He goes Magnezone now. On the Pex, okay. So now you just go right back to Latios, presumably. On the Garchomp, okay. And now he just goes for Psychic, right? Please go Psychic, not Ice Beam. Yeah, ABR fucked up firing the Clef. I think ABR just mishandled this endgame. He goes Ice Beam into this. Okay, that takes it out. Great. But yeah, now Tank comes in, and it has to be Rocky Helmet. This is a fully specially defensive Pex, I think. That full switch at 44. This has to be Rocky Helmet. Ice Beam might kill it in one hit, honestly. Tangrowth. Okay, it doesn't. Wait, recover on a hidden power. It's not worth it. He's got to retreat here. He's got to go to Magnezone. He goes Gastrodon on a hidden power. Okay, I guess. Now he goes Magnezone on a Giga Drain. Okay, I guess. You just lock in the Flash Cannon now? This is huge. It's not over. He really needed... If he just preserved Clef, the game was over. This is frustrating. It wasn't ABR's best played game. He goes for flat, just 55 there. On the Giga Drain? Okay, wait. Now do you go Gastrodon here? I go Why not go Gastrodon? I guess you're scared of another Giga, but I don't know. I don't think that was worth it. Latios here. Risky. On a Toxic. Oh, that's great. Yeah, okay. This should do it. Did you recover here? Please recover here. Yeah. And now that Paralyze. Okay. I mean, obviously it's not over, but this now is all the way up to full, pretty much. If your Pohjis here, you're Toxic. ABR should go Magnezone in my eyes. It goes Gastrodon, no. On, yeah, a Tangrowth comes in here. Okay. Magnezone now on the full power, but yeah, if you look at this damage, 84 min, so... Oh, Para, that's great. Just go for Thunderbolt here, in my eyes. Yeah. Thunderbolt, please. Flash... This was not ABR's best series, but I think he's still going to pull out here. Psychic, yeah, 73 here on the recover, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to take this out now, barring min rolls, and this should do the trick. ABR should be winning Smagon Tour 29, guys, barring a lot of ridiculousness. Yeah, 75, and now you just Psychic again, and your Psychic should clean the game out, and that's going to be it. So congratulations to ABR. I'm going to give him the trophy right after this, but this was really sloppy. He goes Pex here, but yeah, Psychics into a KO. And Poison Light is 18 here, so now you just Psychic again, it kills this, and Psychic again, it kills that. And you could just, yeah, you could honestly, what you do here, you could just Roost here. Actually, you just go for the roll? No, I don't go for, I don't know the roll. I mean, you just recover, right? Why go Gastrodon? Wait. I think recover was better. But whatever, it doesn't matter. This is a one game anyway. Barring ridiculousness. A single Para does it. Recover there. Okay, but again, a single Para does it. And no Para still. Wait. ABR might have messed this up. Earthquake here. No Paras. Yeah, wait. Hold the phone. Is Pex gonna run out of recovers? He only has 5 left. Is that enough though? Poison might... I don't know about this. I mean, a Para here does it. No, but yeah, he goes for recover. Okay. And now Latios comes in, but Latios has to heal up. Wait. A Para there. Okay, that's good. Now just Psychic. A single Para does it again. And recover. And the 69, that's a lot. Para, good games. ABR really got a bit clicky here, but yeah, that's it. ABR is gonna win. Congratulations, bro. I'm gonna leave this with you guys here. I hope you guys enjoyed this hour and 5-minute long finals. It was a pleasure. If you guys like this, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hope you all have a great day. I'm gonna get this up now. All right, peace.